I've got a question for you. Would you like to have more money? What about more freedom? What about more time with your family? What about international holidays? How about financial independence? Or even being able to live with a view like this behind, living on the beach, living your dream. And what so many people want, what about financial freedom? Would you like to know the answers as to how to achieve it? Would you like me to share the secret as to how to do it? Before I do, I just want to share with you, do you know that 94% of people, when they retire at the age of 65, are either dependent on the government, are still working, or they are poor? Now, I'm sure you don't want to be part of those 94%. So what is it about the 1% of people that are actually rich? I want to share with you another little secret. In America, there's been a recent statistic, and 5% of all self-made millionaires, and that's a millionaire in US dollar terms, are actually salesmen. They are not people that started their own business. They are not the founders of Google. They are not the founders of Amazon or any other amazing company like Microsoft. They are salesmen that worked for other companies, took their commissions and the money that they earned and invested it, and ultimately they are in the top 5% of self-made millionaires in America. So is that something that you would like to know? Well, let me share something with you. There's that law, Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule. Now we all know about time and how 80% of our time is spent on 20% of our productive activity. But do you know the 80-20 rule when it comes to sales and the amount of money that you earn? Because 80% of the money is actually earned by 20% of the people. And then interestingly enough, another 80% is actually earned by those 20%. So literally the top 4% literally earn the majority of the money. If you've got 100 salesmen, the top 4% are the people that actually earn the most money. Now, if you want to play that game again, it actually goes again. And so literally it gets into the top 1%, earn the majority of the money. And those would be the people that would qualify to get into that self-made millionaire status that I've already spoken about. So the question I've got for you is, how do you join them? How do you get the keys to your freedom so that you can have anything you want in your life? More money, more freedom, more time with your family, financial freedom, financial independence, beautiful holidays, living on the beach, whatever it is. How do you do it? Well, it's such a simple principle. You model others. You go out and you find what others are doing, you copy them, you implement it, and you make it work. You know, sales and marketing is a science. There's a recipe, there's a formula. If you find out from successful people what they're doing, how they achieve the results, and you implement it, then you will get the results. There's a law on this planet of cause and effect. And what you actually need to do is just look at the effect. Find someone who's getting the effects that you want, and then go and look at the cause, copy the cause, and you will get the same effect. And you know the thing that's so exciting when I started out is that we all start out in the bottom 10%. Every one of the people that get into the top 10% or even the top 4%, they started in the bottom 10. But then they went out, they immersed themselves in sales training, they learned from the best. And by doing that, they improved their skills and their strategies, and they managed to move up through the 7 levels of skills as quickly as possible. And that's how they achieved their amazing results. And that's how they got into the 5% that are actually self-made millionaires. So I've got a question for you. Can I share with you how to do it? I want to take you and I want to show you on my computer exactly how important it is, how quickly you can do it. But I also want to share with you the pain of if you don't do it, where you're going to end up, and why you're going to probably join those 94% of people that retire poor. Let's go to the computer. Okay, so we're sitting here in front of the computer, and I just want to share with you why I think this is so important. As human beings, we always focus on the now. We focus on our problems now. We focus on our concerns now. We focus on the lack of things. And we also try and look for solutions. And I just wanted to share with you and show you the impact of this decision to you that you are going to make today and the impact that it'll have for you in the future. So can we agree that the average salesman is probably earning around 20,000 Rand per month? And inflation at the moment in the country is roughly 6%. So if you take a term of 1 year, then you need to be looking to earn, if you're earning 20,000 Rand a month at 6% growth, you should at least be tracking inflation. You should earn up to 247,000 Rand, 945. Now, if you learn the sales skills and if you follow and model people, just like I've shown you, it's a proven success strategy that every salesman, successful salesman, has pretty much used in the past, then can we agree that you can at least double your output? So if you're on 20,000 Rand, you literally would be on 20,000 Rand a month, but now your growth would be at 12%. And we've got this, it's proven, and this is very possible. But let's just show you what this actually means. So at 20,000 Rand with a 12% growth over 1 year, you now earn 256,000 Rand, which leaves you with about an 8,000 Rand difference. Now my question to you is it worth all the time and the effort to literally earn 8,000 Rand a month? And my gut feel is you'd probably say, no, it's not really worth it, Scott. But what about 2 years? You know, after 2 years, it's 33,000 Rand. You know, is it worth leaving 33,000 Rand on the table? Or, you know, is it something that you want to put that time and effort in? Well, I'm not sure. Let's take 5 years. Now you're up to nearly 250,000 Rand. You know, if I was to walk in here with a suitcase and give you 250,000 Rand, would you be prepared to say, look, I'm not willing to put the time and the effort in? You know, I'm not interested, basically. But let's keep looking at it. Most of you will probably work for at least another 10 years. Now you're leaving 1.35 million Rand on the table. And lastly, a lot of people think that they've at least got 20 years in them. So let's look at it. What difference will it make to you in 20 years' time if you implement these skills and strategies? Where will you be versus if you make a decision not to do it? 10.69 million, 10.7 million Rand. Now my question to you, are you prepared to leave over 10 million Rand on the table? But let me show you something even more exciting. On our Double Your Sales course, we actually guarantee the results. There's a money back guarantee if you do not think that you will double your sales in under 12 months. So look at this. Literally, you were on 20,000. You're now on 40,000 at a 12% output. You would now, over 20 years, you would be in the region of 39 million Rand. If you were prepared not to do this course, if you were prepared not to learn the skills and strategies from the most successful salesmen globally, you are pretty much making a decision to leave 30.67 million Rand on the table. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you prepared to leave 30 million Rand on the table? Do I have your attention? Am I showing you the pain of not implementing this? Am I showing you why the top 1% earn the majority of the income? It's because they're prepared to put in the time and the effort to learn the skills, to model from the best so that they get the results. And let me show you something that's also pretty interesting, and it's the last one. I think that something that we need to understand is that there's a multiplication effect. So when you learn something, you're going to constantly be growing, and skills will be growing and compounding on top of new skills. So each and every year you should be getting better and better and better. And because of that, and because of the impact of learning now, and where I showed you, if you were to do the course this year and double your sales so that you go to 40,000, and then year after year, you're constantly learning new skills, learning from the best, you can safely say that you will get that multiplication effect. And if you do that over 20 years, you would now, if you didn't do it, you'd be leaving 84 million Rand on the table. And if you did it, you can see the impact that this has on your life. And it's this particular block that is the difference between the 1% of people that retire as self-made millionaires, in that 5% in America. It's the 1% of people that retire rich and the 94% of people that retire poor. The 1% make the decision to invest in themselves, and they achieve these phenomenal outcomes by the compound and the multiplication effect. And the 94% make a decision to procrastinate and do nothing. Hopefully that has given some insight both pleasure and pain as to what you need to do. But at the end of the line, the decision is yours. So I hope this has shared something very valuable for you. I want to leave you with 3 questions in life. You literally have a choice now to take one of 3 paths. The first path is where you literally die financially and you join the statistics. You join those 94% of people. And to join them, you literally do nothing. If you want to just survive, then I suggest that you continue to do what you've always done. And I pretty much guarantee that you'll always get the results that you've always got. But if you want to thrive, in any economy, then you've got to become a gladiator. You've got to learn from the best. You've got to model them. And that's not just the best in South Africa. You've got to learn from the best globally. You've got to model what they're doing. You've got to implement it. And most importantly, you've got to be reinventing yourself on a constant basis. If you do that, you would have found the formula for success. You will join those 5% of people that are self-made millionaires. You can have anything you want in your life, because I believe with those skills and strategies, you will give yourself the keys to your freedom, whether it's time, money, time with your family, whatever it is, or even if it's just enjoying a view like this. It's the keys to your freedom. The choice is in your hands. What are you going to do about it? What destiny do you want from your life? Thank you.